today I am going to be showing you on how to craft this little air dry clay pusheen. It's very small but very adorable and cute, and it's holding a donut, which makes it even better. It can stand up so it can go pretty much anywhere. So we will start on this, but before, I was given a comment on what to name my little Slither.io from my previous video. If you would like to watch that, go ahead. It's on how to create a little Slither.io plush. But his name is officially Kevin. So thank you for the nice comment of the name of Kevin. And here is Kevin the Slither.io. But now it's time to start with our little pusheen. So the materials that we are going to be needing today to make this craft are air dry clay, the paint colors if you're wanting to do one holding a donut, of green, orange, yellow, blue, black, brown, and white. So let's get started. So I am just going to be starting out by rolling the air dry clay into a ball. Pretty simple. All I need to do is just keep rolling and rolling and rolling. Once it looks kind of like a ball like this, I'm going to try to make it look at least, pusheen, kind of, like my little pusheen right here. So I am just going to make the bottom part a little bit wider than the top part, and I'm just gonna mold it till it has like the right shape of what this pusheen would look like. So I'm gonna fix this up and we'll head on to the next step. Okay, so we have kind of molded it into the shape of what this little pusheen's body was once like. Now we're just going to start on the tail. I'm going to grab a little bit air dry clay. Just going to slowly mold it into a kind of like a weird kind of tail shape, except it kind of expands a little bit. And then all we need to do is just stick it onto the body. If you want to make it look like it's kind of coming around, and then fold it down a little bit. I'm going to fix this up and we'll go on to the next step. Okay, so the tail is all fixed up now. So this is kind of what it looks like. I think it's looking pretty close to this one so far. Next is the ears. Whoops, shook the camera. I am just going to grab a little bit of clay. Just going to stick it on like that. I think that's a little too big. Slide some of that off. And stick it back in my little jar. And I'm just going to slowly kind of make the ears. I'll be back once all the parts of the ears are finished. Now that the ears are finished, I'm going to be starting on the whiskers. I'm just grabbing a little bit, and I'm just going to slowly push it into the body. Make sure all of these are pretty connected, because once air dry clay does dry, it kind of tends to break and crack up. So we gotta make sure these are pretty connected. So now I'm just going to finish off with the whiskers and we're on to the next step. Okay guys, so we have just finished the whiskers. I think it's really beginning to look like this one. One of the main things that we're missing now is the donut. So I'm just going to be starting out by rolling it out and then slowly putting a little bit of pressure onto it so it kind of shows like a flat space, but it's still round at the same time. Another trick I am going to be doing, I'm just going to be taking this and I'm going to be pressing into the middle so it looks like that. I'm going to be doing the same on the back side, just fighting near the middle and pressing it down. Soon I will just be able to pop it right out. Whoop, there we go. So now that that's done, I'm going to slowly press back into my donut shape. If you need to, you can use this again just to keep the kind of shape that you want it to be. And there we go. Okay guys, so I fixed this up a little bit. Soon this will be going on to our pushing like that, but not yet. Can anyone guess what we're missing? Yes, sprinkles. And sprinkles are usually kind of sticking out of a donut. So I thought, instead of just painting them on, I'll actually make them. So I'm just going to be starting by taking a tiny piece of air dry clay, just putting it into kind of a shape of a sprinkle, stick it on like that. Super simple. We'll be back once the rest of them are on. Very sprinkly. Okay guys, so we have just finished the sprinkles on our cute little donut. Now it's just time to stick it on. We're mostly wanting it to go down near the bottom, and we're just going to slowly press it in. If you'd like, you can do it with your hands. I'm going to try it out with a little tool. It's actually called a pen lid. Surprise, surprise. And I'm just going to press this on. Now, the next thing to do are the arms and feet. So the arms and feet are pretty simple. All you need to do is just grab a little bit of clay. We're just going to press it onto the side just like that. Make it look like he's holding it. I'm going to make a second one. And then we'll do the feet. Okay. So that's what it kind of looks like. I'll make this a little bit bigger a little bit later. But now it's the feet. Make a foot kind of shape. We're just going to press it on just like that. So I'm going to finish up and we will get on to the next step. Very adorable. I'm really liking how this one is turning out. Now the next step we need to do, probably one of the easiest steps of all, is let it dry. Okay guys, so we have just let our pusheen dry overnight. It's pretty dry, and the last step that we need to do to bring our little pusheen to life is paint it. So let's start. So I'm starting out with a piece of paper. I'm just going to be dumping a little bit of black on just because I don't have gray, and I'm just going to mix it up with white. Just gonna do that real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've just mixed up some gray. I think it looks pretty Pusheen grayish. So what I'm just going to do, I am just going to go over the entire thing with gray. I'll be right back once that's finished. Okay guys, so this is pretty much dried. I'm not sure about every single section, but I know right here is dry. It's okay if you get some gray on the donut. They'll all be filled up later. This is how it's turned out so far. I think it's pretty adorable. Now, the next step is the donut. So the next step that I'm going to be doing to make our pusheen, I'm just going to be making the pink of my donut. So what I'm just going to be doing, it's pretty simple, just mixing red and white if you do not have pink. If you have pink, that'll just make everything pretty much easier. You'll be able to use your pink instead of having to mix up. But this is just if you don't have pink. And then we're just going to paint around the little sprinkles, just like that. So we have just finished out the pink part of the donut and our pusheen. I think it's turning out extremely adorable. You can make the whole donut pink if you'd like, but I'm just going to be adding a little more detail, and I'm going to be putting the brown part of the donut down near here. So I am just going to be doing that real quick, and then we'll go on to the next step of the sprinkles. Okay guys, so our pusheen is really turning out. I think it looks pretty adorable so far. But now it's finally time to do the sprinkles. I'm super excited about this. I think it's going to turn out extremely adorable. But the colors that I will be using for the sprinkles, if you'd like to follow, or you could use any kind of sprinkles, is blue, yellow, orange, and green. So these are the colors that I'm going to be using for my Pusheen sprinkles. Okay, so I just realized that I actually wasn't recording when I did this. But I finished the sprinkles, but I also did the stripes on the head. The next thing that I'm going to do, it's also pretty simple. It's just 2 black stripes on the back. I am super sorry about that, but honestly, that step was pretty simple, so if you needed to, it's just 3 black stripes on the back, on the head. So now I'm just working on the 3 black stripes on the back. Okay, so now the back stripes are done. And the last and final stripey step is just to paint the tail. It's pretty simple. Just do 3 little stripes on Pusheen's tail. And then we're just going to get on to the facial features. Okay guys, we are on the very last step. The few little facial features that Pusheen has. I'm just going to be starting out by doing 2 little circles for eyes. I will be fixing that up later. It kind of looks like he's really mad right now. But I will definitely be fixing that up later. Just going quickly through this right now, so my video won't be too long. So I missed that one. Now it looks like he's tired. And then for the mouth, I'm just going to draw what looks like a little bit of a Pusheen mouth. Like that. So I'll fix this up and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so we have just officially finished our little air dry Clay Pusheen. I think she turned out incredibly adorable. I love her so much, and she's holding a donut, which makes it even better. If you are new to the channel, please thumbs up and subscribe down below. That would help me out a lot. If I can get 5 views on this, that would be amazingly incredible. Thank you all again so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye!